Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video we'll discuss about the cell membrane. So the cell membrane especially in human red blood cells able to deduce the possible structure of the plasma membrane. Cell membrane is mainly composed of the lipids and proteins. So the major lipids are phospholipids that are arranged in bilayer, which means bilayer means here one lipid, here one lipid. This is known as the bilayer process. So also lipids are arranged within the membrane with the polar head towards the outer side and hydrophobic tails towards the inner part. So it has hydrophobic and hydrophilic. Hydrophobic tail towards the inner part and other part towards the outer side. That non-polar tail of the saturated hydrocarbons is protected from aqueous. Aqueous means a water environment. In addition to phospholipids, membrane also contains cholesterol. It also contains the cholesterol level in nature. So cell membrane also processes the proteins, carbohydrates. The ratio of the proteins and lipids vary in different types. In human beings, the membrane of the erythrocytes are 52% protein and 40% lipids. Protein contains the 52% and lipids contains the 40%. So depending upon the extraction, it can be vary and it can classified into integral and peripheral. So peripheral proteins lie on the surface of the membrane, while integral proteins it fully or half partially buried in the membrane, which means integral proteins present within the membrane fully or peripherally lie on the surface of the membrane. Here we can see it is a bilayer. This is lipid layer and this is lipid layer. This is integral protein which present within the totally or halfly present in it. This is the peripheral protein which present lie on the surface of the membrane. This is the membrane, plasma membrane, and these are the sugar. It contains proteins, carbohydrates and lipids. In humans, proteins contains 52% and lipids contains 40%. So it is known as the fluidic mosaic model of the plasma membrane. So plasma membrane was proposed by the Singer and Nicholson. Two scientists, Singer and Nicholson, proposed the fluid mosaic model. So according to this model is quasi-fluid nature of lipids enables lateral movements of the protein within overall lipid layer. This ability to move within the membrane is a fluidicity. Singer and Nicholson proposed a fluid mosaic model. It is in quasi-fluid nature of the lipid enables lateral movement. The fluid nature of the membrane also important from the point of view like cell growth, formation of integral junctions, secretion, endocytosis. So plasma membrane is transport of molecules across it. The membrane is selectively permeable to some molecule present on either side of it. Many molecules can move briefly across the membrane without energy is known as. So when it is have an energy or required energy to move the molecules from one membrane to another, it is active. It uses the energy. When no energy is required to move the molecules across the membrane, it is known as the passive transport. So neutral solutes may move across the membrane by the process of the simple diffusion. Osmosis is another process in which water may move across the membrane from higher to lower concentration through a selectable membrane is known as osmosis. As polar molecules cannot pass through they require the carrier protein. Some carrier protein carrier protein of the membrane facilitate the transport across the membrane. Also, some few ions and molecules are also transported across the membrane against the concentration gradient from lower to higher concentration. Transport is an energy dependent process in which ATP is required and utilized, and this is known as active transport. For passive transport, no energy is required. Molecules can be moved across the membrane without the use of the energy. Whereas the active transport, some molecules or a few ions has to move across the membranes, so they require some energy from low concentration to high concentration. So ATP is utilized, is known as the active transport. NAP KP pump is used. So this is all about the cell membrane and plasma membrane of the Nicholson and Singer. It is very important regarding the need and also for questions also. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.